Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season, and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to surprise him with the pass. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, and now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
1st down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a...
Trying to beat the DD. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off.
Black 24! Black 24!
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Owen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Sayed. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. The option look. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Quarterback checking the play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. To the air, it's Burns. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, what a move! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. They go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on its shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12. It all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. LSU quick to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, LSU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Owen. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right.
The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the grab. It's Baker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find the...
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll just keep slinging it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to... for the half. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
29 Philly.
They'll try the run. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Burns. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the ball is intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The toss sweep to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Just when you think you have this offense penned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Ready?
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
To the air, it's Burns. Fires to the big fella. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Offense gets set for second down.
Let's go.
He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to throw. Looking deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll give it to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Wants to go up top. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
On the option. Now the pitch. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Burns. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long.
Yankee blue.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How valuable is a tight end in the red area, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. And they're able to get him on the ground. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Well, you'd think this would be a very makeable field goal attempt, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. He's looking to throw. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here. The quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Owen. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You've just seen in this game, the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Avant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for room. It's Avant. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Burns. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Pushes toward the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% of the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Let's go!
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Down, 55, go! Go! Tuna! Lasso! Lasso!
They keep attacking through the air. Unloads to the right. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He makes the catch inside the 25. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success. But nice job by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Get set, get set.
Running behind that left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it, looking for a first. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
He'll bring it out. It's Owen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding, got to have a score. Offense down one possession. He uncorks one deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He's taking the deep shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit...
He lets it fly. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.